Tesla is cross-pollinating Cybertruck battery to solve a semi-problem. It is using a redesigned Cybertruck battery cell to mitigate semi-challenges. Welcome back, everyone. This is Armen Haryan from TorqueNews.com. I have a very interesting story to share with you. And if you like this story, please give us thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So Tesla revealed that it is utilizing redesigned Cybertruck battery cells in its long-range semi to mitigate some pertinent challenges that come with long-haul logistics. It is perhaps the most recent example of Tesla using unique engineering prowess and cross-pollinating vehicle elements to solve common problems, something it does better than most companies out there, Joey Klender reports in Teslarati. Tesla's long-awaited semi-truck is entering production at its Nevada Gigafactory, and fresh factory footage yesterday revealed a clever evolution in its battery technology. The long-range variant, designed for up to 500 miles of real-world range, relies on a structural battery pack that uses the same 4680 form factor cells found in the Cybertruck. I'm talking about Tesla's battery. However, Tesla engineers have completely redesigned the pack's architecture, shifting from the flat pancake-style module typical in passenger vehicles to a compact vertical cubic layout. This change isn't just about cramming more energy into the chassis. It's a targeted solution to one of electric trucking's biggest headaches, range loss in cold climates. Dan Priestley, head of Tesla Semi program, says in that video, "We're using essentially the same cell out of Cybertruck, but our cars' packs are more like a pancake, whereas these are more like a cube. You get a lot of energy stored in a small space. You can only do this if you design the vehicle to be electric from the ground up." In conventional EV batteries packs are laid out horizontally in wide flat arrays to fit the floor. While this works for cars and even the Cybertruck's structural pack, it exposes a large surface area to the elements. Heat escapes quickly, especially overnight when the truck is parked outside in the cold weather. Cold temperatures slow chemical reactions inside lithium-ion cells, reducing available energy and forcing the electric vehicle to expend extra power, warming the battery and cabin. Real-world tests on vehicles like the Cybertruck show winter range loss of 20 to 40% depending on conditions. If you are an electric vehicle owner, in fact, you are welcome to write in the comment section below how much is your typical EV range loss in cold weather. So for long-haul truck drivers operating in Canada, Scandinavia, or in the northern US, this silent killer means unplanned stops, reduced payloads, and higher operating costs, right? Tesla's cubic battery pack flips the script. By arranging the 4680 cells in tall, dense vertical stacks, the pack minimizes external surface area relative to its volume, essentially turning the battery into its own thermal blanket. I just don't know why can't Tesla do the same with Cybertruck or Model Y. Factory video from the semi assembly line, which I talked about above yesterday, shows these large yellow-green structural modules mounted directly onto the chassis, forming a near cube shape. The reduced exposure helps the pack retain heat generated during operations, keeping cells closer to their optimal temperatures even after hours in sub-zero conditions. The design doesn't stop there. Tesla pairs the cubic packs with an advanced heat pump system that actively recycles thermal energy from the motors, brakes, and even ambient air. Unlike passive systems in earlier electric vehicles, this architecture transfers waste heat back into the battery, maintaining readiness for morning departure without draining the battery pack. I think this is very clever. What do you think? Beyond cold weather performance, the redesigned pack integrates structurally with the truck's frame, enhancing rigidity while simplifying assembly. Using proven 4680 cells keeps costs down and leverages Tesla's scaled manufacturing know-how from Cybertruck and Model Y lines, friends. Tesla's focus on ramping up semi output will lean on small innovative steps like this one. Truckers are not immune to traveling in cold weather conditions, and changes like this one I think will help make them more effective while also increasing output by logistic operations who chooses to go all electric with the Tesla Semi. Your thoughts about this? I would like to hear. Just like I said, if Tesla has found this way to preserve more energy in the cubic battery packs, why can't Tesla also use cubic battery packs in Model Y or Model 3, even if they have to be smaller? Maybe Tesla just recently figured this out, and maybe eventually we will see this cross-pollination coming back to Cybertruck and Model Y, Model 3, and hopefully in relevance, of course. Hopefully we will see more range and battery power preservation in this vehicle as well. My point is, what Tesla learned in doing this in Tesla Semi can transfer back to Tesla Cybertruck, Model Y and Model 3, and we can see more improvements in range during cold climate and winter weathers. This is Armin Haryan from TorqueNews.com. Thanks for listening. God bless you, everyone. Like this video, share in social media, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.